Two Strings is a new stop-motion animated film brought to us by Laika Entertainment, and if you don't know that much about this studio, you can go check out this video right over here. Pluggity plug plug plug. And this movie is about a boy named Kubo who's missing an eye and lives alone with his mother, and he has a special gift given to him by his mom, which is magic. He's able to play his little guitar and little origamis come to life and do things that he wants. But apparently his magic is only growing, though unfortunately his mom's dad and sisters find out where he is, and they come down to try to take his other eye. So now he has to go on a journey with a guardian monkey played by Charlize Theron and a beetle played by Matthew McConaughey who has amnesia to try to find this suit of armor that's supposed to protect him. Now I was really excited for Kubo and the Two Strings because I'm a fan of Laika's films like Coraline, Paranorman, and even the Box Trolls, though I know there are some people out there who are not as fond of this movie as Coraline and Paranorman. I still really enjoyed the Box Trolls. So I knew I was in for something special with this film after seeing the trailer, since it is Laika, and I gotta say, walking out of this movie, I was blown away. Kubo and the Two Strings is not only the best animated film of this summer, but it's one of the best films of the whole year. I love this movie. It's kind of obvious, I need to mention this first. The animation, the stop motion thing is incredible. Like having people just go up to these little figures, slightly move a limb, take a picture, then go back and slightly move them again and take a picture, and you take many thousands, maybe millions of pictures, and then they make a movie. It's really incredible, and in this movie, I would really want to see some behind-the-scenes video of this, because it's not just figures just walking and talking with each other, it's figures doing that, but also flying and jumping and fighting. It's really incredible stuff that I would really like to know how they did it. This movie's really fascinating as far as the actual filmmaking goes. And there are some moments where they use some CGI, but it's not like the Box Trolls where you can tell some moments of stop-motion figures are all of a sudden CGI. The CGI is used when they have to use like mist, or they have to have characters like turn into light and have them shine away. Like obviously you can't do stop-motion for that, so they use CG for it, but it doesn't take you out of the movie. Like the Box Trolls, whenever they did that, it was so obvious that that wasn't a stop-motion thing that it completely took me out of the movie. Here, they used it appropriately, and it was a nice blend of stop-motion and CG. And the character designs as well looked really good. Like the monkey character has like little hairs that like flip around in the wind. Like those people are crazy. They have to go to the little hair on that monkey's body and slightly move it whenever there's a windy scene happening. And even going to Kubo's head of hair and move that around and take thousands of pictures of it. That is insane that they actually do that, but it's incredible. And even some of the origami stuff is also really cool to see in this movie. And the action scenes are also really well handled in this movie. It's a lot of fun, very entertaining, and once again, I just want to know how they did it. Like, I know there's some green screen involved probably, but how did you do this? And it's not just the action that makes this movie entertaining, it's also its really creative story. There are some elements of this story that we have seen before, like people going on a quest to find certain objects. Very much we've seen that before, but it's how they do it, how they put new stuff in there, the creative story behind it, and it's a really powerful message. This movie actually has a lot going for it emotionally that I did not expect going into this movie. It actually has a very heartwarming message near the end of the movie that, I gotta be honest, almost brought me to tears. It's a movie that kids will probably have fun with because of fun action, and some of the characters are kind of funny and likable, but there's also a lot of deeper meanings in this film that a lot of kids probably won't know about upon first viewing. Like when those kids that see this movie grow up and watch it again, they'll be like, oh my gosh, there's so much more to this movie than I actually realized when I first saw it when I was a kid. And this movie is actually a lot more serious than your average kids film, and I really appreciate them for that. But this movie would not have been as good if it weren't for these three following characters, Kubo, Monkey, and Beetle. These three form together an awesome trio of characters that help make this movie even better. Like, obviously the story would probably still be good and the action would still be fun, but this movie I don't think would have been as entertaining if it wasn't for these really likable and really funny characters. They all have their own unique relationship with each other, where it's the guardian monkey being overprotective with Kubo, whether it's the beetle trying to teach Kubo how to use a bow and arrow, or with the beetle and monkey arguing with each other. The personalities work for the characters and they all bounce off each other in a very unique way that make the characters likable. So when some stuff happens later in the movie, you actually start start to care for these people, like, oh no, don't get hurt, man, don't die. Obviously, Kubo in this movie, played by Art Parkinson, was very good in this movie, and how they went about growing his character was very emotional, and I actually really enjoyed it. They went in a direction that I honestly did not expect. I knew they were going to go in a direction like it, but I didn't know they were going in the exact direction. The monkey character, played by Charlize Theron, was actually more entertaining than I thought. I thought she would be just overprotective the whole time, and she could fight really well, because she does do that, but there's also a sense of humor about her that I didn't expect, and they also do something later with her character that I also didn't expect at first, and I really think Charlize Theron did a good job voicing the character. And similarly, the Beetle character, played by Matthew McConaughey, they go in a direction with his character that I did not see coming. And also, Matthew McConaughey does a very good job playing this character, and the Beetle character was probably the funniest part. If I had to have a problem with this movie, it's that the villain character, the Moon King, they talk him up to be this big villain, like, oh, don't get in the Moon King's way, he'll mess you up, man. But then he doesn't really show up that much through the movie, like, he only shows up near the end of the movie, and what they decide to do with him then, I thought it was kind of a waste. Like, they spent the whole movie trying to talk him up like, oh, he's the big bad guy, but then what they decided to do with him, I was like, you know, this is a fun action scene, but, you know, you were talking him up like he was a big deal, but instead he's doing this instead. In fact, I found the villainous characters of the sisters, both played by Rooney Mara, to be more compelling and more threatening, not only because of their creepy voices, which Rooney Mara did a good job doing that, but also because they're in the movie a lot more and they're involved in more of the fights. But overall, Kubo and the Two Strings is an excellent animated film. This is a movie I'm going to adore for many years. Guys, you're doing your kids a huge disservice if you are not taking them to see this film. I'm going to give Kubo and the Two Strings an A. If they just worked on the villain a little bit more, I probably would give this movie an A+. This and Zootopia are competing for favorite animated film of the year. It is that amazing. Please go see this movie. Please make this change the way Laika's box office performs, because the Laika box office for Coraline, Paranorman, and the Box Trolls are fine, but they're not big blockbusters. I want Kubo and the Two Strings to change that. Please make this movie successful. But if you've seen Kubo and the Two Strings, leave in the comments below of what you thought of it, and as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.